Really going to be about the lineups. Expect to see Gubon Gill and Aaron Zalagi in the anchor leg for those teams.
So men's team sabre coming up very, very shortly. Of course, the big surprise of the day in the men's team sabre competition was perhaps the catastrophic exit of the German team. And I say catastrophic because they had such a huge lead going into the final leg. And Max Hartung pretty much, well, snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah, I mean, surprise is not... doesn't say the whole story. I mean, world number 8 against world number 9, don't forget. But
they had such a lead.
The lead was huge.
And in that final leg, the score was what?
18-4.
18-4. I mean, incredible. And those things can happen in sabre, but not quite to that extent. So here we go. It is time for the men's team sabre gold medal match. It's going to get fast, it's going to get loud, and it's going to get furious. This is the matchup between Korea and Hungary. And to introduce the teams, Gu Bongil, world rank number 1. Kim Hwang, world rank number 6. Oh Sang-guk, world rank number 7. And their reserve, Kim Joo-ho. And they are up against Sanad Gamesi, world rank 14. Aaron Zalagi, world rank number 4, but double Olympic champion. Andras Slatmari, world rank number 3, recently crowned world champion. And Tamas Deshi, the scrapper, is their reserve. And Vasil Milenchev will be referee. Luigi Margelotti will join him. And Wang Xingji. And from Germany, Markus Schultz brings up our refereeing team. So, ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts. It's sabre time. Karim Bashir, you look very, very excited.
I absolutely love men's team sabre. It's an absolute thrilling spectacle. And what you've got here is you've got the experience of a Hungarian team who now boast a double Olympic champion and the new world champion, going up against Korea, who this season have been, as individuals, the form team. Oh Sang-guk winning Gyo, Kim Jung-won bringing back-to-back medals at the Warsaw World Cup and Seoul Grand Prix. They look so, so good individually, and they have this season put together a winning team at the Padua World Cup. So you've got something thrilling coming up.
Now, we said going into this that it was all about the order. Now, looking at the Koreans, they don't have Gu Bongil as their anchor fencer.
No, they don't. They've gone on the left-hand side, so they could have started with Gu Bongil, but they've decided that they can't risk having a big gap in the middle with Gu Bongil in 6 fights, sorry, 7 fights, only having 1 appearance. So they've put Oh Sang-guk in as number 1, and he will anchor the team. But it is Zalagi.
Well, no surprises. There's Aaron Zalagi that's going to be the anchor on the Hungarian side. Because they're on the right-hand side of the draw, that means that Zalagi will fence 2nd and 6th.
And then the anchor leg. So, yeah, so the Koreans perhaps have adapted a bit, but when you talk about Oh Sang-guk, who won in Gyo and picked up a bronze medal in Padua.
So here we go. Action underway, and it's fast and it's furious. Blink and you will miss it in sabre. Well, if you're new to fencing, then it's pretty fast, but there is a right of way.
Yes,
isn't there, Karen?
same as foil. There's a right of way. The referee's looking for the attacking fencer, and if you're being attacked, same as foil, you've got to run away and make your opponent miss or block out with your blade. But this is so quick, it's so difficult to see, and this is where the slow motion replay is absolutely fabulous.
Card already. Full start for Oh Sang-guk.
Yes, you get warned if you start early in Sabre, it's too much of an advantage. Zatmari going out on the attack, but Oh Sang-guk getting out of the way. Blade is picked up, but the attack is given as Oh Sang-guk's, and Zatmari calls for a video review.
Now, was there 2 touches on the blade?
Yeah, but I think that both from the Korean one. There's the second one. Well, you got it. There's an argument that Zatmari went for the blade as well. One's going in one direction, one's going in the other. Luigi Martellotti goes to the video and consults with Vasil Milenchev. He's coming back.
Well, there you go. It's changed his mind.
So good call from Andras Zatmari.
Prise de fer. Just explain prise de fer.
Well, it's just
prize of iron.
Yeah, a meeting of the blades, a touching of the blades, and if you initiate that meeting of the blade, then it's your right of way, and that right of way is all. That's the key to the convention of Sabre. You've got to have. It's got to be your turn to attack. And,
so you've got to make an actual movement towards the blade, rather than just leaving your blade out there and then hitting it. It doesn't mean that it's your right of way.
Yeah, absolutely. But in Sabre, it gets even more confusing, because if you beat into the lower third of your opponent's blade, even if you're initiating the beat or the prise de fer, the touching of iron, then it's deemed a parry riposte, or a parry going into the defensive area of the guard.
Going into the closed line, so that's where the weapon is. That line of attack is not open to you, so it automatically becomes a parry riposte. So it's a little bit of the basics of the actual rules of Sabre. We haven't even got on to the tactics.
Nowhere near. We don't have time because it's already 5-1. And Zatmari trying a stop cut in the middle of that, the penultimate hit in that leg, and reacted and got away from it. But the Koreans are so fast on their feet that if you get caught for just a millisecond, you're in big, big trouble.
Well, that was the newly crowned world champion, and Oh Sang-guk, yeah, made him look a little pedestrian there.
Yeah, they're up for it. They're super fast, and now we've got the matchup of the 2 biggies in the team. I mean, we know that because of Zatmari's win of the individual, he's overtaken Zilagi in the individual world rankings, but Gu is the world #1.
But Aaron Zilagi, a big match fencer.
Absolutely. Look, he's on the attack, and Gu tries to pick up the blade in the middle of that, but Zilagi way too fast, and Zilagi knows already he's going to have to do a job for his team here, but he's up against the #1 in the world. Tries to find a sweeping parry, but Gu is too good, goes round it. Look how fast they come out of the blocks.
So referee not separating them, so they both attacked simultaneously. That time he's gone with parry riposte.
No, I think he's given that as attack into preparation, and I think let's just have a look at the replay. Is there a meeting of the blades? No, it's an attack into preparation Luigi Martellotti gives. Yeah, and confirming that. So Gu Bong-gil's lost his video appeal there. Looks for the blade, Zilagi on the attack.
So Zilagi's attack.
Oh, but he just goes looking for the blade. He tried a second intention parry riposte, and Gu Bong-gil feints to head, hits to flank. Well, in fact, I think he finishes up on the chest. Comes right the way around. Blocked out by Gu. Gu now has the right of way. Zilagi picks up the blade but goes backwards. On the defense again, but does he pick up the right of way? He does. Gu doesn't pick up his opportunity to attack. He just delays long enough for Zilagi to get the right of way. The right of way is switching sides so fast here. Lovely distance trap from Zilagi. Steps in, lures Gu into the attack, steps away from it, makes him miss and goes for it. Watch this, steps
Comes
away.
up short, boom, right on the arm. Zilagi's playing a good game here. This is what the Hungarians need. A double Olympic champion on form. And if he can get some points off Gu Bongil, then everyone else in the team are going to think, wow, watch out for Aaron Zilagi.
Oh, what a stunning hit there from Aaron Zilagi. Steps into distance. You have to be super brave and super confident in your reactions to be able to do that.
Because you're inviting Gu Bongil to hit you.
Yeah,
and you're looking for the blade. You find the blade, you get the parry riposte.
Oh, and a flying attack there. Comes out of the blocks. A bit of an open eyes attack there. Looked on the first slow step and then just went for it because Gu stopped.
Well, it's 7 apiece, and Aaron Zilagi has scored 6 to the Koreans 2.
Skips away from that one, picks up the right of way. This guy is on absolute fire.
Well, Aaron Zilagi could win this individually for Hungary.
Yeah, well,
as long as his teammates just keep him in it and don't keep giving him like too much of a deficit to catch up.
Another one there, and Gu's head is looking like it might be going down. He just shakes that one off. It's a bit of a reset there for Gu. Shrug of the shoulders. He comes back. New hit, new mind. What am I doing?
Oh, did he go early?
I don't think
Gu was ready. Gu wasn't ready. It wasn't that Zilagi went early. Gu wasn't prepared, couldn't hear the call. All right, it's good for Gu.
Gu, I think, is going to come out on the attack pretty much consistently now.
So this is the second leg, target score of 10,
Boom.
and there it is, boom. Aaron Zilagi takes us to 10, and he's reversed the deficit that he inherited. Came on at 5-1, and he leaves at 10-8. And that individual encounter with the world #1, the double Olympic champion, takes him down and really does smack his bottom. 9-3.
That's one way of putting it, Graham. That's one way of putting it. But look, superb performance, and like you say, the effect this has on the psyche of the rest of the team now is huge, because Gu goes back to the camp.
Because that was an embarrassment for Gu.
Yeah, Gu goes back to the camp thinking, okay, I have just been thrashed there, and I'm supposed to be leading the line here. But you've got Kim Jung-won coming on now, and you know, he's one that can pick up the mantle of the leader here in the team, and he's going up against Gemesi, the weak link, in inverted commas. I'm doing inverted commas in the commentary box here. He is not a weak fencer. He's very, very good, but he's the 3rd highest ranked fencer in the Hungarian team. So chance for Kim to get back. So Vasil Melenchev takes over refereeing duties in this one.
Well, Sanad Gemesi's 14th in the world.
He's pretty good. He's pretty handy. Kim is way up at number 6 at the moment.
Yeah, so Kim is 6th in the world.
Olympic bronze medalist as well. Oh, nice attack there. Change lines, flank to chest. Beautiful stuff there from Kim.
Gemesi. No. You can't just put your hand up and say, please, can you stop him attacking me, Mr. Referee? So yellow card for Kim for basically stopping the fight for no reason.
Unfairly stopping the fight, yeah. Attack there. This time, Gemesi's not quite ready. He doesn't try and stop the fight, but he does get hit. Still massive opportunity for Kim here. 15 target score, and you've got to say at the moment he is bossing it. Is that blocked out though? It is. So Kim, who was on the attack, he got blocked out himself, but was able to fight back on level terms. He knew this one was going to be close. The mask wire has come off, and Marcus Schultz, the assistant referee, has to sneak over the back of the branding boards to go and retrieve it. Attaches it back up to Gemesi. Mask part of the scoring target area in Sabre.
In fact, the mask that has all the electronic gubbins.
Yeah, so they stick, the mask is actually the initial scoring area, and everything else is a repeater off that, all the big screens around the field of play. So the mask is the telltale sign if something goes wrong. The referees will go to the video and look at the mask reaction. What does the light go off in the mask?
So 12-11 to the Koreans.
Arm back from Gemesi.
13-11.
Yeah, arm back from Gemesi opens the door for Kim Jung-won.
Well, Gemesi's going to have to do better than this.
Both go in together, one with the line, or one with the point, the other with a cut, but the attacks are at the same time. Oh, there's a pause here. It's Janad Gemesi who steps in, stops. His arm is not progressing forwards. Kim so fast. And is Gemesi going to call for a video? I think he does.
Will we see a replay? Yes, we will. Right, but too late.
Yeah, too close to the final action. Need to see that from a second and a half out from that. Hit stands though. A preparation from Kim. He just steps in, brings his arm back, and then decides to go for the attack.
And Kim giving the thumbs up to the referee, saying, yes, good call, I did.
Oh, well, Gemesi goes looking for it. This is a difficult one to call, and Vasil Milenchev, the referee, goes to have a look at the video of his own volition because Kim stops. Gemesi goes for a second intention parry riposte, so he jumps in the air, does a parry, but Kim's not attacked him at that point, and then they both come together. Who is the right of way going to?
Well, I think he was just clapping his hands as he went to the video.
Yeah, there's nothing. You both made a tactical mistake and then both corrected it by attacking at the same time. I think that's a good call from Vasil Milenchev. So they both go straight out on the attack. Now, who is going to be the one that's brave enough to
do something different?
Yeah, not just go straight into the middle. Not this time.
No, we could see a few of these now because Kim is just 1 point away from progressing through.
Both go again. He's not going to separate that. I think Kim now may go
and do something different. For
a distance trap or a second intention parry riposte. He's going to step in and look for the parry riposte, I think. Let's see. He does, steps away. He's got the right of way now. He's on the attack. The line was presented by Gemesi, but the attack finished from Kim.
So you say the line was presented.
Yeah, so he stuck his arm out. Now, if your opponent hasn't, you keep your arm straight and you don't have your blade beat, and here we go, we see it there, but he just breaks it. If you stick your arm out, you do get the right of way. If your opponent hasn't already started their attack.
But the attack had already started way back.
Well, actually, he'd started moving forwards, but he waited for the line to be retracted from Gemesi before he then went for the attack, and it was too late then for Gemesi to pick up a parry riposte. Good effort there. This is a great final, isn't it? Really, really good. Changed hands, the lead twice already in the three legs.
Well, Kim made up the difference. He inherited, and it is now Korea in the lead, 15-12.
Gu out again, and now it's time for Gu to show us what he's got. He's up against the individual world champion from a couple of days ago here in Leipzig, but Gu has got to really stamp his mark on this one. He's been put into the middle three. He's not anchoring, and his job is to score points for the Koreans.
Well, can the Koreans win if Gu Bong-gil doesn't fire on all cylinders? Big, long, sweeping attack.
Arm comes back through, and Jamari knows it. He stepped in, pulled his arm right back. Gu just went for him. This time using a distance trap, but Gu blocks it out. Absolutely lovely, but Jatmari gets the counter riposte in.
So 3 apiece.
This one is another tricky one. Vasyl Milenchev's going to the video here. Is this another counter riposte from Jatmari, or does the parry riposte land? Oh, you can't really tell from that. If you're watching this at home, and yeah, the parry riposte does stand for Gu. If you're watching this at home, get hold of all your mates and tell them to turn this on. This is brilliant.
And that is that. And Gu Bong-gil is able to come through that one 5-3.
Jatmari calls for a video. I think this is hope more than anything else. We see that right at the end. Hit stands, of
hit
course.
stands. So 2015, it's a 5-point lead now for the Koreans. And Gemesi has got some work to do against Oh Sang-guk.
Yeah, this is another big chance for the Koreans to build this lead, I think. Jatmari on a -6 indicator after 2 fights. That's a surprise. But Gu on a -4. He recovered a couple of hits in that leg. This is a big fight here for Team Korea and for Janad Gemesi. I think if he comes out of this with anything other than level pegging 5-5, I think the Hungarians will consider bringing Tamás Deshi into the lineup. Arm back from Gemesi, stepping in, and his arm's coming back. He's not progressing the arm.
I'm just looking over at Tamás Deshi. Doesn't look like he's...
Watch this.
He's getting ready, although he's got his saber in his hand, Tamás Deshi.
Yeah.
But who would he come on for?
He'd come on for Gemesi for sure. For sure. I don't think they've replaced Jatmari, even though he's struggling a little bit. Yeah, so the line was established by Gemesi. He had the right of way there, but he turned it into a cut at the end. So there's the line, but then he breaks it. And so the attack instantly moves over to Oh Sang-guk. And the first one is no from Gemesi this time, but he continues going forwards. And Oh Sang-guk says, well, thank you very much, I'll have that. 2 unforced errors there from the Hungarian for me.
And Gemesi in serious trouble.
Attack through for Oh Sang-guk.
Oh dear. And that was a bad leg for the Hungarian team, and it's now a 10-point deficit. And yeah, the reserve, Tamás Deshi, is stretching out and warming up. So
yeah, you look at the Koreans this season, they've been fabulous. Oh Sang-guk winning in Gyeong, Kim Jung-won winning in Warsaw at the World Cup and Seoul at the Grand Prix. Gubon Gil picking up a couple of silver medals, Gior and Moscow Grand Prix in June, and winning the Asian Championships. But as a team, they've struggled a little bit this season to gel. They picked up a silver medal in Gior and a gold in Padua, but they picked up the Asian title and just recently started to look like the team that could rule the world for a while. And when you talk about the Russians usually being right up there, but going through a bit of a transition at the moment. Danilenko, excellent coming into the team. Ibragimov, a youngster, coming into the team. Yakimenko taking a break. The Russians have dipped away, and Korea are there, ready to take the mantle.
So the double Olympic champion, Aaron Shalagi, asked again to produce a miraculous performance.
He did it against Gu, and so Kim also extremely talented. It's possible for Shalagi to pull this back, but he needed
to start quickly, and he hasn't, because he's running out of point-scoring opportunities. Kim only needs to get to the magic score of 30.
Yeah, and you look at the lineup here as well for the final, and you'd say, well, you give Shalagi a chance against Oh Sang-guk on a normal day, but Oh Sang-guk is the performer of the Korean team here today.
Well, 3-0 to Kim, and
sorry.
Yeah, finally, Shalagi gets a point on the board. Shoelace issue from Kim. It's not looking good for Hungary. Is there any way back? Oh, they have made a substitution, by the way. Gemesi is not coming back out, and it's Tamas Deshi who will come out next.
No real surprise there, and I'll tell you what, expect something special from Deshi. He will go for it. He's a real battler. But Shalagi here, oh, heartbreaking to see the double Olympic champion.
He's getting owned.
Yeah.
Well, got owned 5-1 by Kim there.
Oh Sang-guk on a +9 indicator, outscored his opponent by 9 hits, or his opponents by 9 hits. Kim Jung-won also on a +9 indicator. Gubon Gil, -4, comes back on, but he's got a chance to give himself a positive indicator, and that would put all of the Koreans on positive indicators, and that would explain this massive lead they've built up.
Well, if the Hungarians have got any chance now, the rot has to stop, and it has to stop quickly.
Deshi's got to score 10 minimum. Minimum 10. I'd say more, 15, 17 hits. Well, it's just, this is not happening. The substitution has not worked. All the same, no hit. Yeah, big hit there, broken blade, and an apology from Gubon Gil. Well, in fact, he went up and said, oh, I hope I didn't hurt you. And Tamas Deshi said, no, I'm all right. Made the nails.
He probably broke that on his collarbone. Didn't even flinch.
Nothing. Oh, card coming out for Gu now for stopping the fight unnecessarily.
It's the second time the Koreans have done that, but
Flick under the wrist there for Deshi. Just finds a way through. Shrug of the shoulders from Gubon Gil. He's got such a big lead, he doesn't need to worry about that. Nice.
Oh, Deshi went looking for the parry riposte, didn't get it.
Yeah, Gu taking a whack to the back of the head there through the middle of that. The blades just flicked around the mask of the Korean and just hit him on the back of the head.
Checking there's no blood.
Yeah, so both hesitate, and then Gu comes out on the attack.
Well, he's just 1 point away now from the target score of 35. And we were hoping for a close match. We were hoping for some incredible performances by the double Olympic champion. It's amazing. We've got the Olympic champion from both London and Rio. We've got the current world champion from here in Leipzig in the team for Hungary, and yet the Koreans have just annihilated them.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the coming of age of this Korean team. You watch this team; they're going to go on from here because all three are fantastic, and even Kim Juno, the youngster in the team, is ranked world number 19. So they've all got competition. They're being pressed from the lower ranked fencers. This Korean team, keep an eye on them in this Olympic cycle. I think they could be a big threat at the Tokyo Olympic Games.
So Andras Shatmari took a gold medal in the individual competition, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be settling for silver tonight.
Well, I think if you told him that before he came to Germany, he'd probably have
Well, yeah,
shaken your hand and said, thanks very much, Graham, I'll take that.
He would have bitten my hand off for an individual gold and a team silver. But when you come into a gold medal match in a team event, you come in with high hopes.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do here. Jatmari had the attack all the way there, but went into a closed line. Kim spotting that he was going to chest, blocked it out. Now Kim on the attack, lands a beauty, an absolute beauty. And, you know, he even patted Jatmari in the back saying, sorry, I know I was just a bit too good then.
Yeah, they're getting a lesson. They're being given a lesson in saber fencing. And to do that to the Olympic champion and the world champion.
Yeah, as a team, they've performed brilliantly. Jatmari says, all right, enough's enough. And look, very sportingly helps his opponent up there. But Jatmari comes out and shows that he's still got the beans to go and get another few hits. I think a bit of a rough landing there for Kim Jung-won. Vasyl Milenchev kind enough as the referee to give him a minute to just shake it off. Again, Jatmari stops, looks for the parry, but Kim's going under the arm here, landing. That's 3 hits now that have come across the body, across the sword arm of Jatmari. Doesn't matter whether it's in the middle or using the length of the piece.
That is it.
Kim is just absolutely dominant.
All but in the second leg. It's been one-way traffic. And the Koreans know they've won it. They are preparing their celebrations. Oh Sang-guk will be their anchor. And Aaron Shilagi, Olympic champion, has the dubious honor of trying to stop the defeat from happening too quickly.
Well, one light then. Why did that light not come up? And I think they're going to have to test that. He definitely hit him then, Gilaghi, but there was only one light on the box, and I'm not sure there's much Luigi Martellotti can do about that. He knows
that's a shame, because that definitely hit.
Yeah, he knows that hit, but I'm sure that was too quick to be blocked out by the scoring apparatus. This is an opportunity, though, for Gilaghi to show everyone that, and we know he's still got it. We know he's still got it, but it's to show everyone that he has got it. He can get a big score here. I can't see him winning. Whoa. Well, Oh Sang-guk going back so fast that even he couldn't control it. That's the big landing on his derriere there. Back thigh. Let's see this in the replay as he just loses his balance and just lands hard on the edge of the piece.
Yeah, it was the edge of the piece that did it.
I'm sure he's got the adrenaline going through his body to shake that one off, though. He's been fencing so well here as well, on a +9 indicator. And now he's in the competition with Kim Jung-won to see which Korean can end up with the biggest plus indicator. Kim Jung-won outscoring his opponents by 13 hits. Phenomenal.
I think Aaron Gilaghi will come out and fence now.
He's got nothing to lose, has he?
Yeah.
Gilaghi stopped then. He got caught in two minds.
Whoa.
So yeah, small preparation then from
a little bit of a preparation. Oh, that time Gilaghi backed away trying to catch it out in the distance trap, but
yeah, tried the stop cut over the top and just couldn't get away fast enough and didn't even land the stop cut. So really, really good from Oh Sang-guk still. He has been absolutely brilliant here. Trying to find a parry there, and Gilaghi just not making the right decisions here. You can't blame him for being
low in motivation.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit, but Oh Sang-guk one away from Korea taking the world title.
Yeah, and that is it. Well, it was coming from a long way out. And Korea were absolutely unstoppable. Up against the team that included the Olympic champion, the individual world champion, but as a team, the Koreans were an absolute powerhouse.
Congratulations to Korea!
Brilliant, brilliant team. And keep an eye on them. They may be the 2017 world champions, but I tell you what, the way they are at the moment, and if you look at the field, the Russians, the Italians, very strong, but this team are still very young and very, very hungry. Let's see whether they can turn this into Olympic gold in 2020.
Well, a little bit early to start talking about that, but, you know, this is the build from now until then. Why, the year after the Olympics, you sometimes get some surprise results in the individual competitions as the youngsters come through. But already, the Koreans looking like they have a very strong and powerful team. And confirmation that Korea are the gold medalists in the men's team saber competition.
As we watch that Korean team celebrating here, I have to say they have been on stunning form today. The win over Italy, the thrilling win over Italy in the semi-finals, 45-44. They made the final. Very easy.